The Secretary General of All Ground Pressure Group of Nigeria, Agpgn, Comrade Livingstone, said throughout yesterday the Agpgn could not have a sleep. He said Agpgn wanted Nigerians to know how things were being ongoing. He said that for the past 7 months that things had been delayed. Nigerians were being made to be coming against Agpgn by calling Agpgn. He said that people in places regarding this disbursement matter had been having meetings with Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama since 12 midnight of yesterday. After yesterday's meeting, he said subscribers in Jos Plateau State had been gathering, mobilizing for physical protest at Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro residence. He said some people had been making means to hand over the disbursement document to Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama today in Abuja because of their actions aftermath of yesterday's meeting. He said that Agpgn did not have to be listening to some people promising them Agpgn to cease actions. He said Agpgn team had called people in Jos Plateau State to hold on not to start their practical physical protest actions because of the promise made in doing the needful, thus to wait till tomorrow, Friday. He said Agpgn had already created platform for subscribers in Jos Plateau State only as regards the mobilization of physical protests. He requested for people in Jos Plateau State to link up with Comrade Ustaz Dawood, who would add up on that platform for the coordinator already on ground representing Agpgn. It was observed that yesterday's meeting online had triggered lots of actions and reactions. A Nigerian requested that Nigerians still have hope for disbursement of this Uaag grant. The Secretary General said Agpgn was not relenting at all, that Agpgn was really pursuing for disbursement. The Secretary General said nobody should pay into anybody's bank account for assistance to Agpgn for now, as some had been paying into a bank account for Agpgn and of which Agpgn had reverted and blocked. A Nigerian requested Agpgn to go on in the pursuit of disbursement of this Uaag grant, and Nigerians were fully in support of the activities of Agpgn. A Nigerian asked if Agpgn was dealing directly with the current Nigerian federal government administration. He requested Agpgn to still allow for raising money to support Agpgn. A Nigerian asked about sincerity of handing over of disbursement document to Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama today in Abuja. Agpgn said that Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro had called someone to request Agpgn not to go further on their struggle, that he, Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro, would invite Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama and to hand over the disbursement document to him, Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama. It was observed that as at this moment of this meeting, Apostle Dr. Ken had not been called to be handed over the disbursement document to him as being promised. A Nigerian said Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama needed to believe these grand fighters Agpgn and be opening up to Agpgn. He said that enemies might be somewhere trying to truncate the Uaag app. Agpgn reiterated that Agpgn team was not working for any ground handlers but just to see that disbursement happen. It was observed that Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama had borrowed about 5 million naira just to see that this disbursement process was completed and get money disbursed. Agpgn observed that wife of Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama had been requesting when would she have her husband back to herself. Agpgn observed that most of the activities actions of Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama were known to them. Agpgn, even with several meetings, Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama was being engaged at midnight. It was observed that Agpgn would have engaged the media houses to cover the activities or physical gatherings in Jos, Plateau State on Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro, but Agpgn did not want to go thus far since Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro had promised to do the needful this morning today by calling Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama to hand over the disbursement document to him. In Nigeria requested Agpgn to call Nigerian masses out for physical protest if Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro and others failed on their promises today, Thursday, to do the needful. Nigerians had been showing opinions requesting Agpgn team to outline a second thought not to fully believe in promises made by Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro and his cohort, but to be planning for physical protests. Agpgn team was only reducing practical actions of people in Jos, Plateau State gathering up for physical protest because of Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro promises to do the needful today. A Nigerian requested for Agpgn to be guided because this international community people, Ambassador Ibrahim Dogoyaro and his cohort, might try to use the opportunity of this one day requested to run away. The Secretary General said that if this international community ran away, our grant fund was still available for disbursement. A Nigerian requested Agpgn team members to spiritually be on guard. The President General, Comrade Abdulrazak Yakubu, said there was need to talk to people of broken-hearted who had fallen victim of grant saga. He said that now, to this extent, things would be getting right in shape. He said that a person in higher authorities had called Agpgn team to require them Agpgn for more prayers for this disbursement when heard about the long period of 6 years in struggling for pursuit of grant disbursement in Nigeria. And this is all we can take for now. And we shall continue this in another broadcast. Stay tuned as we reel out this in other broadcasts. Thanks so much for listening, and bye for now. Do join us in the other news. Ensure you subscribe to our channel, share this report, and bye for now, please. Okay.